Good morning, Alexiats, the Raptor Freak here on a Wednesday morning. Uh, we're supposed to play the Chicago Bulls tonight. I'm not totally sure if the game will still happen tonight for different reasons, but I'm pretty sure it will happen tonight, which isn't totally fair if you ask me. There's been a lot of postponements in the last couple weeks in the NBA due to COVID protocols and contact tracing. We've seen teams like Orlando and Chicago both had games postponed against us in the last week. And the Nets, they came and played us with a very small lineup and short lineup with Kevin Durant and a bunch of guys. And some teams are having to do this. Well, because of the rules changes this week with G League and how you can bring up players and hardship exemptions and stuff like that, I think the NBA is going to try and force people to play no matter what. And unfortunately, in the last 24 hours, the Raptors roster has been decimated with contact tracing COVID protocols. Now, this doesn't mean that our guys have COVID. I want to make that distinction, guys. It just means that they've been in contact with somebody who's tested positive for COVID. So hopefully this could be a quick turnaround, much like Precious last week. But it doesn't look good when somebody like Precious, who was just on it last week, is back on it again as of tomorrow. And the list of who's on COVID protocol this time around is really bad. I mean, it's all our point guards. We got no point guards now. Fred, Malachi, Delano, Scotty Barnes, Pascal, Precious, Gary Trent Jr., Justin Champagny. These guys are all not available to us tonight because of contact tracing. And this really sucks. Like, if you thought our bench production was bad in recent weeks, tonight it may be even worse. But I don't know for sure. See, I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure because this is the crazy thing. We've got 5 new players that have never practiced or played with the team ever. These aren't even guys that were on our G League that learned our system from the 905. These are guys who've been playing on G League teams for teams like Denver, Utah, Boston, New York, and now a kid from Oklahoma City. So it's crazy. This is absolutely batshit crazy what the Raptors are going to try and do tonight. I've never, ever seen something like this before, ever in the history of the NBA. And it's really kind of messed up, honestly, in a lot of ways, that we're going to get 5 replacement players that don't know anything about our team in a lot of ways. And I don't know how this is going to work. So I could start speculating about our starting lineup tonight with who we have still available from our regular roster. Now, OG's our best player that's available tonight. He's our man. He's our Kevin Durant from last week for the Nets against us. Is OG's going to be the guy? And at least he'll have a teammate from Indiana with him, Juwan Morgan, who's one of the new guys. So there is some familiarity there with him. Now, it's going to be Chris Boucher, Svi Mihalik, Yuta Watanabe, and Isaac Bonga are basically our regular players that are for sure going to be available tonight. But then again, it's not for sure because we have a whole rest of the day to get through, and hopefully these guys are testing negative and able to play. But hopefully maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence. I kind of want more guys to go into it so we don't have enough players so that they have to force the postponement of the game. Because honestly, I don't think it's fair what they're doing to the Raptors today if they're going to go through the game today. They postponed the game on Monday from Orlando for the same considerations, but they're not doing the same thing for us. And just last week, we did the same thing for Chicago, and now we're coming in the same situation that Chicago was in last week, and we're expected to play. So it's really messed up. It's a really messed up situation. I think we can't win either way. I mean, in some ways, I want them to continue playing. I like the challenge. Yeah, let's play them with whoever we got. Who gives a shit? In some ways, I don't like it because, listen, we're right below 500. We have the opportunity to get going really well. If this hadn't happened yesterday with all the protocol stuff, we had the opportunity to really start our record at this point. But now, if we have to play games that maybe should have been postponed with a lesser talented team against, because the Bulls are back pretty much full strength. I mean, they're missing some guys. They're missing Caruso, Levine, Williams, Big Williams, but they're not missing a lot of guys, really. They got the main core, like in some ways. They've got DeRozan. They've got Vucevic. They got Lonzo Ball. They got Kobe White, so it's really – this is going to be a tough game. I'd like to see our guys overachieve and do really well. I'd like to see OG feel like a really proud leader of this team at the end of the night, like Kevin did against us with the Nets beating us with the shorthanded team. I like to see the same kind of thing happen for us tonight. And it's very possible that our guys could show up and just overperform and play at a really high level. OG, but it's going to be really hard because honestly, the Bulls in the last couple games have been beating teams pretty good. Like they won against Houston, beat them by a good margin on Monday night. And then on Sunday night, they beat the Lakers and LeBron pretty good. So since they've been back from their protocols, they're rolling. And, it's DeMar's game to win because DeMar is going to be the best player on the court tonight. He's going to, unless OG shows something new, unless OG over excels and overachieves tonight, it's going to be DeMar's game to control and win because our talent's just not going to match up with them. I mean, I'm really trying to speculate who the starting lineup tonight is going to be, and it's so hard to figure it out. Like, first of all, who's going to be our point guard to start? All of our top 5 options for point guard on our regular roster are out. They're out. Fred, Malachi, Delano, Scotty, these guys are all gone tonight. So who the hell is going to start at point guard? Are we going to start one of these new G League guys? Is it going to be Brandon Godwin? Is it going to be Tremont Waters? Who is it going to be? It's going to be really crazy. Okay, guys, welcome. Glad to see you guys here. Depleted Raps versus healthy Bulls when it could have been the other way around if they didn't postpone. I know. This is totally not fair. We're seeing it within last week and this week, the difference in how they're treating us. They need to postpone this game today because, listen, we have like 7 of our regular rotation guys out. And this isn't fair. This is not fair. We shouldn't be able to go there with 6 of our regular players and then add like these G League players and they're considered part of the thing. And I just don't see how this is nice or easy or how this is fair to us. Because like the G League guys have never practiced with us. They've never even been on the court with us before. Do they know our system? Do they know anything? I mean, what is this? This is crazy. Yeah, Starscream even sees it. Nets fans here, and he's saying we're getting screwed. I really do believe this. This is bullshit. The Bulls are getting 2 games postponed before, like Click 2 AM saying. It's crazy. So Starscream saying, what's funny to me? The Lakers have had 5 players – 5 come out of pro call early, and somehow no one is bringing this up. These games count towards our fucking record. They really do. They do. And this is part of the thing was like, this is similar to last year where we start to figure out our game and we're getting rolling. And then all of a sudden we have protocols, guys out with COVID and our season's ruined. So it's like we're just starting to get some good momentum. We were like 5 out of our last 7 games we won. And now this fucking bullshit from yesterday. Like this is the worst thing that I thought could happen was all of our guys going into protocol. Not only that they're going into protocol right now, this is the holidays, y'all. So this is messed up for all of them with their families too. Like there's a lot of issues with this that I have a problem with, especially if this is contact tracing and being overzealous and being overprotective when there actually isn't probably going to be any problem. And like what they're saying right here, which one? Starscream saying about how quick the Lakers can get in and out of COVID protocols. This better happen with us too. Like if they start testing negative right in a row, a couple of them, they better start activating them and letting them out of protocols because this is bullshit. Because honestly, we don't know the level of what is going on with them. Whether it's just somebody on the side that had it and like they were just in the proximity of them, or if somebody does actually have it on the team, we don't know any of this. And I don't think anybody should be out for that long, honestly. Like Pascal and Delano have been out since Saturday. Hopefully, what does that mean? 8 days? So what? Does that mean they're back next Sunday? I don't know. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to this. They're not treating everybody fair in the league. They're not doing things the right way in some ways. Like, the league transparency for fairness is out the window at this point. Like, if they're going to make us suit up and play against the Bulls tonight with only 1 of our starters and 3 of our regular rotation off the bench, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. And Starscream sees it. The Nets fan is saying we're getting screwed and it's not fair. It's totally true. We have 5 hardship contracts who are meeting for the first time before the game. I know these 5 guys. It's interesting, though, because there is a little bit of tie-ins. I mean, Nick Stauskas could be okay for us. Like, is he going to start at point guard for us tonight? I don't know. The Jawan Morgan situation with OG is great because they have familiarity. They played alongside each other. Hopefully, we can see something cool with that tonight. I mean, I can look at the positive side and say, all right, motherfuckers, you're going to make us motherfucking play? Okay, then motherfucker, we're going to come show up and we're going to fuck you up. That's what I'm saying right now. This is the thing we got to be like with Raptors Nation, because we get fucked over and screwed over in all kinds of different ways. We got to be like, you know what? Fuck you. We're going to do it anyway, and we're going to do our best. We're going to do our fucking best, and we're going to do what we can. It'd be great if Kem Birch was able to play tonight. Oh, yeah. I'd love to see him match up against Vucevic tonight and get that old Orlando Magic rivalry going on from internally from when they played together down there, because honestly, we don't have a center in a way without him in this game. I mean, we got a new guy. What's DJ Wilson from the Oklahoma City Blue has been added. He's the latest add last night. He is a center. He's 6'10", but he's another one of these skinny kind of guys like Boucher. We actually played against this Wilson guy in the playoffs when he was on Milwaukee. He was on the Milwaukee team that we beat in the championship year in 2019, and he actually played in those games. He was part of their rotation at that time, DJ Wilson. So we got him. We got Morgan, who's another center, or not a center, but he's another forward with a 7-foot arm wingspan. Fits in real good with our guys. And then we got two little point guards, two little guys that are 6 feet and under, Tremont Waters and Brandon Goodwin. And I don't know if one of those two guys will end up starting at point guard tonight, but it's highly likely Svi Mahalik at shooting guard, Yuta Watanabe at small forward, OG at power forward, and then one of those big guys will be at center, either Kem or Chris. It'll probably be Chris. We don't know if Kem's going to show up and play tonight. It'd be real great if we had Kem tonight. It'd be awesome if we could activate him tonight, just to have one more regular guy on the team. This is so messed up. It really is. All right, let me see what else you guys are saying right here. It's just really, really crazy day. Yesterday was crazy. And now today, going into this game, it's like, in some ways I'm like, yeah, let's play it. We'll show up. We'll play with whoever the fuck we have, and we'll come and fucking beat your ass. But some of these ways I'm like, this is not fair. And I want to whine about it and cry about it to the NBA. Where's Sue? We need to write some letters to the NBA head office today. Oh, yeah, let's all write some letters and say, how did you do this for this team and this franchise, and now you're not doing this for our franchise? It's all fucked up and wrong. Honestly, it really is. Let's keep going. Starscream. Meanwhile, my guys haven't come out of protocols yet. Okay, so the Nets are still on protocols from the time before when we played them. That's messed up. That's messed up. Yes, and G's saying, glad to see other fans see the bias. Yeah, I think everybody in this league can see this bias. I think everybody, they can see that this is biased against us. You guys scrapped your way up to 10th and honestly have a good chance for 7th, and the league does this to you. I know. We should at least get this game tonight postponed and give us a chance to get some guys back over the Christmas holidays, because we don't play again until next week after tonight. So there's no reason why we can't have this game postponed to allow us to get some guys off protocols for the next game. This is so fucked up. It really is fucked up. And that's why I'm saying the F word a lot today. I'm Mark. This is not for kids. So kids, don't watch this, because I'm going to be fucking cussing like a motherfucking sailor today because of this fucking bullshit. I ain't lying, man. This is bullshit. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. The 10 hardship contracts are from other leagues, so they don't know the system at all, except one, I believe. There's 10 contracts? Do we have 10 guys coming in? Oh, my gosh. I thought we only had five right now. Starscream, LeBron, Russ, Monk, Howard, and THT all only missed one game with protocol. It's bullshit. That is really interesting. Well, hopefully it's not that long. See, this kind of shit's happening in regular life too. Listen, my niece in Atlanta, she went to a bowling party this weekend, and she was around somebody who had got positive test the next day. So now she is in quarantine away from my parents, who are grandparents, and they can't see each other for Christmas now because she was at a bowling party and somebody had it, and now they have to do contract tracing. So they can't have Christmas on Christmas. They got to wait 3 days after Christmas to do Christmas with grandma. This is the same kind of shit. So my own niece, my little 10-year-old niece, 11-year-old niece is in quarantine, contact tracing herself right now for the same kind of shit. and she doesn't have it. She's actually super immune. The whole family got COVID and she never got it, and she's never had it, and she's never even close. But because she's around it, they do this. And that's part of what's happening with this. And that's why it's so dubious and nefarious about when they call COVID protocols, because it could be bullshit. It could be bullshit that's trumped up and bullshit. Like, I hate this so much, guys. But part of me likes the challenge too. Part of me wants to be like, yeah, fuck yeah, we'll come and show you guys. We'll come and fucking show up with whoever we fucking got, and we'll try and play your asses and beat you down. Oh yeah, I want to see a fire under OG's ass. I want to see ferocious OG. I want to see angry OG like we've seen him in the past. This is your show tonight, OG. This is your show tonight. Oh yeah, baby. I want to see you do some good stuff, and maybe you'll feel good with your buddy Jawan with you to all of a sudden. Oh yeah, I want to see OG getting fucking crazy out there tonight. Nah, just that kind of shit tonight. And who knows? Listen, when adversity and these kind of things, opportunity comes for these G League guys. Who knows? One of these guys might want to seize that brass ring and say, I like this roster. I like this Raptors team, and I want to play for one of these spots, and have them have to make a really hard decision about whether they want to keep me around or not. I'd love to see one of these 5 G League guys come up and just show some shit. Oh, yeah, just become a hidden gem that just shows up all of a sudden and just goes off. Like, I want to see that. I want to see if this Westchester Nick is hungry. I want to see if this Maine Celtic is hungry. I want to see if this Oklahoma City Blue is hungry. I want to see if these guys, if Nick Stauskas says, this is the last time. I want to stay in the NBA this time. I love Toronto. This is my hometown. I'm ready to stay in the NBA. No more G League. I'm playing for my spot. I want to see this kind of motivation from these guys that are showing up, and that they just overachieve and do something that we never thought that these guys would possibly be able to do, because we don't know, because they're unknowns. We don't know. We haven't seen these guys. I seen them a little bit in the G League when we played them with 905, but I haven't seen these guys recently, like really, for the most part. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, gee, even the Magic got postponed. We could have won that. All BS. I know the game on Monday should have been played because we were healthy then, and we could have played Magic then. But no, see, that's the unfairness of this. This is the bullshit. This is the stuff I'm talking about, where the NBA will slight the Raptors in little fucked up ways. All throughout the history of the Raptors franchise, we've gotten slights in little fucked up ways like this. And this is one. This is one right now. Oh yeah, today, this is one. If they play that game tonight, we get slaughtered by the Bulls, we get fucking slaughtered by the Bulls, then it's the NBA's fault, because they allowed the Lambs go to slaughter. And motherfucker, I'm so pissed off today. You've never seen me pissed off as this ever this season yet. This is the most motherfucking pissed off I've ever been during the season so far this year. Oh my God, this is pissing me off so much. Let's see. Giovanni, good morning, man. I'm glad to see you this morning. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. He's saying what I want to hear right here. Good news, Alexi. Where there's great chaos, there is great opportunity. Someone will need a body to make playoffs, and will be desperate. And we may get a king's ransom for Goran Dragic. That's not where I thought you were going with this. Talking about Dragic, that this kind of thing's going to allow us to move Dragic. Well, I hope that happens, but we'll see. And I like what you're saying here. We got a good pickup. That's DJ Wilson. Yeah, I like this. This isn't the way I want us to get big guys. I've been calling out to get big guys. This is not the way I wanted us to have to go get big guys. But fuck, now we got big guys. We'll see if they're any good, and hopefully they stay. Click 2 a.m. At the same time, oh, wow, this just jumped. Hang on. I got to catch up with you guys. At the same time, while all of this looks horrible, the Raptors are very good at developing and managing situations. So hopefully we'll get out of this with a 500 record. By the way, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to move on from Birch. He can't stay healthy at all. I don't want to say that. Let's see if he plays tonight. Like, honestly, if he can show up tonight and really help us tonight, that'd be huge. Like, we need Birch. We need a center, because I don't want Boucher playing center, and I don't want one of the new guys playing center. And if we're not going to have a point guard, we need a center. We can't have just all the middle guys, the middle, and that's it. It's so messed up. But, listen, this is a challenge. We've always gone through adversity, no matter what, in whatever way we have to do it, whether it's they don't believe in us, they've short us, or whatever. So this is his next opportunity. I'm wearing my bench mob shirt today for a reason, because we got some new guys. Next man up has never meant more than any ever than today. It means so much today. Next man up. It's so fucked up. It's like next man up from like down the street and your neighbor, and you don't even fucking know him. He's your next man up right now. It's so crazy right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if DJ Wilson really works out, let's get him on the roster somehow, some way. And maybe we cut some of these motherfuckers who ain't been working out so far this season. Starscream, click 2 a.m. But the thing is, the Bulls are an East team, so when it comes to tiebreaker, this game could cost you a playoff spot. That's exactly right. This is the same shit that's nefarious about the back-to-backs against teams like Boston and the Nets and Philadelphia. They want us to have a losing record against key Eastern teams, so that if there's tiebreakers that have to happen with the playoff spots, they want us to lose in those situations. And the Chicago Bulls have already beat us once. We were probably going to beat them last week if they had let us play that game. And now they want us to play tonight at our disadvantage. It's fucked up. So fucked up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, at Starscream. That's why I'm mad about this. We're 10th in the East, and this can make us fall all the way back. Well, listen, hopefully this doesn't go on for too long. It is really in our favor that we don't get a Christmas game. For once, that actually is in our favor, that our next game is until Sunday on Boxing Day, and we actually have a few days to maybe get some guys cleared on COVID protocols, that maybe this is just one fucked up game that should have been postponed, that we're not going to get postponed probably because it's bullshit. And hopefully this will just be this one. And then by the time, this weekend comes around on Sunday with, who is it? Fucking Cleveland. We can fucking have a better team ready to be able to play against them. Because this is fucking bullshit. I don't know how many times I said fucking this fucking video. I'm going to say it and we can count it. This is not for kids. I'll remark that. All right, this is crazy. All right, let's keep going here. They better not postpone any other games after this hardship contract stuff. And hopefully the Raps get to play healthy at one point against other teams in the same spot. Yes. So it's fair. Oh my gosh. Yes. So it's fair. That's right. They better stop postponing games. If they're not postponing our game tonight, there better not be any more postponing of games going forward unless it's like a major event or something going on, because this is bullshit. Adam says it should even out. Let's see if they keep the same energy for every team. Oh, you meant no 5 10-day contracts. Okay, so you meant 10-day contracts. There's not 10 of them. There are 5 10-day contracts. Okay. Kenny, good morning, man. It sounds like you have a great offer. I will name that Raptor in today's game. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time. It's like maybe tomorrow the trivia will be, can you name who played in the game last night? I mean, I'm going to do some trivia. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do anything for Christmas and Christmas Eve. But since I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to do live streams every single day. I'm not going to miss a beat. We'll do them every single day. I'm not going to take any time off because I'm not going to be with my family. So I'll have time to do it. Actually, it'll probably be nice because it'll get my mind off of things. And we'll do like a special Christmassy ho, ho, ho kind of thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to have some trivia, though. Maybe it'll be trivia on Christmas. On Christmas Day, I'll actually do some straight up trivia. But I know y'all will be busy, so maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do content. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I'm going to do for content there. Let's keep going. OG's friend is one of the contracts, so at least they played together before. Yeah, these guys they played against each other in high school. They played together at Indiana in university, and that's good. That is really good. And in fact, if we could get more of those kind of ties, it's like in a video game when you kind of have a team in your strategy game, and you put 2 guys on the same team, and they have a thing they share, and they get a bonus together to fight with each other, like to help. It's a bonus because they're teammates and they interlock. So I really hope that we see that kind of synergy tonight. That's actually going to be very intriguing and fun to watch. OG playing with Juwan Morgan. So I hope that Morgan plays a lot tonight, just because I feel like he's one of the bigger guys, better talented guys. Like I'd rather have those 2 bigger guys playing alongside the guys more than the little guards. But then again, who knows? These guards could be amazing. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, click. It feels like the world is fucked again. Here in Montreal, we might be going into another lockdown. They close the gyms, the bars, and the schools. I know it does feel like that. It's so crazy. Like, I'm so glad I didn't get on a plane yesterday and go to the States, because I feel like if I went to the States for Christmas, there's a chance I might not be able to come back to Canada easy. Like, I could get stuck down there. Like, when the first pandemic started, there were a lot of snowbirds that were in Florida, for the winter, and they come back to Canada in the spring, and some of them stayed too long in Florida and they got stuck in Florida for the summer because they couldn't come back after that. And I don't fucking want to be stuck in the States. No, I don't. I lived in the States. I've spent 20 years of my life in the States, and I don't want to be in the States right now. I want to be in Canada, and that's why I'm not even taking a chance. Partly is I don't want to get my family members sick possibly, and I don't want to get stuck in the States somehow, some way, in case things just shut down all of a sudden. No. Kenrick, the league is setting us up to fail. Yes, they do this. They set us up to fail with the schedule. And in some ways they do it. They try to do this on some things. Click saying we should have kept Sam Decker over Svi. I don't know. Svi still does those steals. He does certain things. I think he's just kind of been having trouble lately, but we'll see. But if Svi is getting outshined by some of these new G League guys, then there's a tough decision to make. Maybe you cut Svi and you keep one of these guys instead when all the dust settles after all this. Because that's the thing. These guys are going to come in and hopefully they'll be hungry and they'll be like, this is my chance. This is my break. This is like, that is the one positive thing about all this crazy crap is this hardship exemptions are going to give a bunch of guys who never would have had a chance to get in the NBA to possibly get a chance to get in the NBA and stick. And that's like a Christmas miracle just for them. And I love to see one of these 5 guys sees that brass ring and just really say, you know what, Raptors, you're going to have to make a tough decision because I could be a part of your future. And I want to show you what I can do. And that's how I hope they really approach this game tonight. All 5 of those G League guys are coming. That they have a chance to make the NBA for good if they really impress us and they do some good stuff. So let's see. These postponed games, I bet, end up on them back-to-back on the Raps. I'm not sure what. Oh, you're saying that the postponed games will end up being back-to-back games for us down the road at the end of the season. Yes, I'm totally worried about that. That's part of the reason why I don't like postponing games is because when they get moved away, like the Orlando and the Chicago game the last week, they're going to get moved to really weird fucking places at some point. Like, to me, I was honestly saying this earlier this week, and maybe I go back on it now. I was saying we should play 2 games in Chicago this week, like while we're there. Just get it out of the way. Don't have to travel to Chicago again later in the season. Just play both the games in Chicago this week. But I don't want to do that now, obviously. But earlier this week when we had everybody, it was like we should play Chicago twice. That way we can limit travel later on. And that also kind of makes up for the postponement of the game last week. And then we can play them in Toronto for the last game that we played them in the season instead of in Chicago. But it's like just smart. Like, I don't understand. They're gonna have to fudge the travel and weird stuff for the Raptors could get really hairy and weird in the next like couple weeks just because of how things are going with the pandemic and stuff like that. I'm really scared that the season's going to be really affected. Like this is something in itself today, but there's major stuff that could happen still that I don't want to happen. So let's see. I would rather see a competitive game than a G League team versus a top seed. This goes on the record. Yeah. But, listen, Kevin Durant can win a game with most of his end of the bench and him. I mean, he did have Blake Griffin and Patty Mills with him. So it's like, let's look at it that way. OG is our Kevin Durant today, and he's got Chris Boucher and Svi and Yuta. That's kind of what we have. And then we have, and this is the thing, actually, we're more set up the Nets because those guys that were playing with Kevin were actually in their system and had been playing with him for a while. So now we've got these totally unknown guys that have never played together. They're all coming just together tonight. I don't know. Maybe some just natural synergy, natural goodness happens out of that group. I don't know what to say. I mean, it really is DeMar's game to pick us apart. And that's basically what he's been doing. He's the most dominant player in most of the games he's been playing lately. And at the end of the game, he just takes over and he scores. And it's like going to be, can we stop DeMar and can we beat them? And I don't know with what we have and the talent that we're going to put on the court tonight. I don't know if that's even possible. But in some ways, maybe we want to just go out there and compete and look okay And maybe just this is a development game, like where we see what we got with these 5G League guys. They're coming in. And then even let's look at the guys who have been on the roster, if they can step up and really have a big game. Like, can Chris Boucher flirt with 30 points tonight? Can, OG get like almost 40 points tonight? Because we're going to need production from somebody. And these guys are going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to do a lot. OG is going to have to do a lot. Yuta, I'd love to see Yuta step up and have some, like, take some leadership like he had to for Japan this summer in the Olympics. Like, you're going to have to be like the second option in some ways tonight. Yuta, I mean, you better be ready, man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is not going to be good. They knew that they would do this. I knew they would do this. Yeah, I was really worried. I didn't think, all right, first of all, when I saw the first couple names going to protocols like Pascal and Delaney, I'm like, okay, Gary, okay. But then when I saw Fred and Malachi go on the list yesterday, I was like, we're fucked. And then I was like, at least we have Scotty and Precious. And then fucking they went on the list. And I'm just like, we don't have anybody now. We don't have anybody. Like, if we at least had Scotty right now, I would be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go with OG and Scotty against them. But we don't. We just have OG. And it's fucking, oh, man. All right, let's keep going. Click 2 a.m. I watched, wow, you guys are way ahead of me. I'm going to have to catch up. I watched the Timberwolves game last night, and I couldn't recognize anyone playing on the other team, which was Dallas. Yeah, there's some other teams that are playing like this the same way. I mean, it's crazy. Kenrick says glorified training camp. Let's develop some players that we will have to give up after what? What an inferior product. Yeah. Click 2 a.m. If we came out tonight with a W, then it would be so huge. Yeah, let's think about that. There's an opportunity for us to win this game still, even though, and that would really, really make the Bulls feel kind of weird that they lost to a team like that. I mean, we're fucked. Ontario issues, border issues, maybe. Raps have to play in U.S. only till COVID cools off. Yeah, I don't want them to have to play in Buffalo. I don't want them to have to just jump the border and do shit like that again, like that. I'm really hoping that they can maybe give an exemption to the Toronto Raptors as a team and allow them to still play here and just kind of do special things for them as far as with the border passing and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's just take it day by day and adjust as things goes. Yesterday was a really bad day to see what the news was and how things we have to adjust to. But that was really internal with the players and contact tracing. And then, the government stuff and the decisions politically that are made for whatever reason for the pandemic are totally out of our hands and another whole level of things. So hopefully maybe this pandemic, like hopefully the holidays won't be such an engine to drive it and make it even worse in the next couple of weeks, because that's the thing I'm worried about. I'm hearing all my friends are traveling all over the place. I got friends traveling from Korea and Australia to North America, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't come here. Stay in Australia. Stay in Korea. Don't fucking come to North America right now. That's not what we need right now. People traveling all over the place and shit like that. No. Stay home right now, please. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's see. Kenrick, like how we waited for the Bulls got to full strength, the league understands forcing teams to play under mandatory can tank a franchise. It's pure garbage. It's very true. Every team should have gotten one postponement to actually even it out. I think that's true. I mean, the postponements are a pain in the ass to make up. So if teams don't have to take a postponement, they'd rather that. But some of these teams are getting more than one game postponed. They're getting 2 or 3 games postponed and stuff like that. And it isn't fair. It isn't fair. The NBA wants to make sure that it looks fair to everybody from the outside. They need to fucking do a better job of making it fair for everybody, because this does not look fair, NBA. Adam Silver does not look fair. And we're all going to start writing letters like Sue does. We're going to write letters to the NBA head office and tell them how fucking unfair this shit is. Because it is. It's very unfair. Giovanni, USA has 185,000 new cases daily now of COVID. Here in Canada, we have about 10,000. Man, it sucks. The new cases going up, all kinds of stuff going up is not. I blame fucking American Thanksgiving. If you guys did Thanksgiving in the States the same time that Canada does Thanksgiving, this wouldn't be an issue for Christmas. Because we would have had the surge for October, and it would have been at a different time, and it wouldn't be timing up with Christmas like this. So maybe U.S. needs to think about moving their Thanksgiving from November to October so that there's more room between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because your Thanksgiving fucked up Christmas, America, you motherfuckers. Okay, let's see. Let's stupid unvax clogging ICUs again. Yeah, the hospital stuff's a real problem and all that kind of stuff. Man, I'm so glad, knock on wood, that I've never have not had to get any surgery or any major medical operation or anything like that during this period of time, because the fucking hospitals can't do any of this shit, and there's a waiting list for people that are trying to get really important surgeries because of dumbasses and stupid shit that's going on with this pandemic and people not following precautions and doing the right thing. So, all right, I'm just venting on everything today. It's just really fucking. All right, click 2 a.m. While this Raptor shit pissed me off, I really like the view of Adam Silver, and I think it's something every politician can benefit from. He says we need to learn how to accept and live with the virus. Yeah, I agree with that too, to a lot of degree. Also, I want things to continue. I don't like everything just stopping. Especially if they're things that bring joy to people, like the NBA is like, I want entertainment. If I'm going to be locked down and I can't fucking go anywhere, I want to be able to watch basketball, because that is something that buoys my spirit, that gets me through a dark, dismal Canadian winter, is watching basketball. It's the sunshine of my life. It's the antidepressant light that you can buy in your house for me. And that I understand what you're saying, but there has to be weighed with actual, true, smart safety and precaution with that. And there's a balance, and maybe we've overbalanced to safety and precaution in some ways, but maybe in some ways we haven't done it enough. So it's a really weird, tough balance. And yes, it's a hard thing what he's trying to do, run a league in a pandemic, but he's got to make it seem like he's being more fair among the whole league. And today he doesn't seem like it. Today it feels like he's being very unfair towards the Toronto franchise. And this is the thing: if we get like a couple more positive tests today, then they're going to be like, we can't have this game. So maybe one of these motherfuckers needs to go out and get a little bit positive, and then they'll postpone the game tonight. I don't know. That could be strategic. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking out my ass. It sounds crazy. All right, let's see. Let me hang on here. Okay, MK, the deaths are still really low. I don't think things will be shut down. Government are just trying to manage cases. Yeah. They're trying to manage cases and make sure that the hospital beds aren't over full, stuff like that. All right, man, it keeps jumping ahead. Click 2 a.m. Every time cases rise, everyone panics and goes into paranoia. Are we really going to do this every winter? Shaking my head. Well, this will be probably for a couple years like this. I mean, the remnants of Spanish flu after the big, huge pandemic 100 years ago, they lasted for years after that. It was kind of like it ebbed and kind of went away over time in the 30s, but it was an issue for a decade or so at least. So, and that was not with all the stuff that we have, obviously, but it's going to be something that we're going to have to deal with from time to time still. Outbreaks and different dumb shit happening and stuff like that. Just hope that you live in a part of the world that is taking it seriously and doing the best that they can, so that your numbers are better compared to the size of your population. That's where the problem is. There's a lot of rural areas in the States that don't have a lot of people that have huge problems still, which they shouldn't. And then there's a lot of big areas where lots of people are living in, they're doing a smart job, and people are more safe. So it's tough to say who's safer or what, and it is something we all got to get used to and just adjust to in our lives as best as we can to help overall with the cause of ending this shit. So let's see. Here we go. Giovanni, it's about not having ICUs fill up. That's why there is partial and full lockdowns. Yeah, and we're not fully locked down here, and I don't want us to get fully locked down. I understand shutting down the bars and doing stuff like that. That's just common sense. 50% capacity of the arenas. That's just common sense. But, I don't want them to do a complete lockdown and stuff like that. There's a lot of people wearing masks, walking around outside. There's a lot of people doing the different things that they need to do, hand washing, staying away from large groups and stuff like that. So just continue to do stuff like that. Kenrick, they should just tell the stars to stay at home, change the name to G League, and drop the price of tickets. Wow, that's harsh. But you know what? There's a lot to what he just said there, and that's kind of fair, because look, this game on Saturday that I went to, the Warriors game, a lot of people didn't want to go to that game once they heard that it wasn't the real Warriors. And, that it is kind of fucked up. It is. This is something that they've been battling with because of load management in the last couple of years where they sit a big star, and apparently it's just to sit them for rest. And even the Spurs got in trouble because they didn't even give a reason for why they were sitting somebody. They said, we're just sitting them, and then they got fined. So now they make up excuses for why they sit guys for load management, excuse me. And, that's a problem in the league where, people buy tickets because they want to see players like the Clippers on New Year's Eve. I'd like to see Kawhi. I know he's probably not playing because he's hurt. He's not playing, but people want to see Steph Curry. So they buy tickets months in advance, and then he doesn't even fucking show up. It's a huge problem in this league. And I totally understand what you're saying, Kenrick, about like the level of talent and what we pay for tickets. And is it worth it? And this bullshit and stuff like that, it's crazy. Darren, I'm pissed. Missed so many games this week, and it sucks. He's on vacation. Well, I don't know if you're pissed because you're missing games because they're postponed, and that's why you're pissed. Yeah, I understand. Because you had time off, and you could have watched these games, but they've been postponed. I totally get it. Click 2am. Double team emoji, and the Raptors get blown out. Fuck, man. I think you just solved the game for the Bulls tonight. I don't know. Hopefully we figure it out. I don't know. Let's just see what happens first. Let's give them a good shot. Maybe we get pleasantly surprised by some stuff. Who knows? The Bulls have been rolling. Maybe they're due for another loss right now. There may be something unexpected that happens with one of these new players. Like what if one of these players goes off and gets like a 40-point game just out of the blue and we didn't know it? He's just an unknown. There's all kinds of different things that could happen tonight. It's so unknown. Like, I don't know how to do a scouting report for the Raptors tonight. This is the most unknown Raptors team I've ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea who these dudes are. I have no idea what to expect tonight. I really don't. Okay. I expect the plays and defense to be very basic. They haven't even practiced once together. I know. And it sucks because this whole season we've been learning how to play together and get synergy. And we finally get good teammate synergy, passing, good flow to our offense. And now this kind of shit is going to look like all the shit over again. Hopefully it looks better than that. Hopefully there is some smoothness or something just like natural, serendipitous, like flow and cohesion between these guys somehow, some way. The stars align. I don't know. But it's going to look like probably like what we've been seeing so far this year with bad passing, not a lot of passing, and then also kind of like bad bench production. I have no idea what our bench production is going to be like tonight, because obviously our bench is our starting lineup, because basically our regulars are our starting lineup, and then we just got unknowns on our bench. We have no idea who they are. So it's so crazy. Darren, ICU's filled with active unvax. Okay. MK, it's going to be like when we played the Warriors. Yeah, except we're going to be the Warriors. Starscream, Alexi, I don't mean to make you mad, but the league just postponed our game tomorrow against the Blazers. So the Nets just got a game postponed against the Blazers tomorrow. Just now, they postponed their game. And I don't even know who you guys have out or anything like that. They're totally fucking us. Let's be honest. No Fred VanVleet. This is going to be scary. Yeah. This is going to be ugly. It's going to be scary. Yeah, so they postponed the Nets game for tomorrow, but they won't postpone our game tonight. Fuck. Click 2am. Yo, I'm dying of laughter. The way you just described the way you found out what was in protocol, I had the same reaction. Laughed my ass off. We're fucked. I know. Fucking Freddie and Malik. I'm like, those are our point guards. Who the fuck is going to play point guard? And then I was like, well, Scotty can do it. Scotty will be our point guard. That'll be fun. And then when I saw that one, I was just like, we're fucked. We're completely fucked. And then they added Champagne on top of it just for fucking sprinkles on the fucking Sunday of fucking COVID protocol bullshit that they served us yesterday. Fuck that shit. Send it back. We want our money back. It's fucking bullshit. Oh my gosh. Gee, it just shows they don't give a fuck about the Raptors. They forced them to play in a plane together during an outbreak. I know yesterday that apparently they were sitting on the tarmac waiting to take off in the Raptors jet, and they were like debating whether they should even fucking go to Chicago. Like they're sitting there trying to think, well, should we go? Do we have enough guys? And they're going with like the bare minimum of what with coaches and like players and stuff like the support staff. It's all very bare minimum. They're not sending their regular full contingency of crew with them. And I mean, honestly, it is in a way, if we do have some guys like test positive or something like that today, this game could get canceled still could get postponed somehow, some way. But honestly, it seems like they're going to try and force us to play no matter what. And it's fucked. I don't understand why the Raptors don't make more of a fuss about this. I hope Masai and Bobby internally are fucking reaming the fucking NBA out over the phone today. I hope that they're on the phone saying, you motherfuckers. I said fuck Brooklyn, but fuck New York and fuck Adam Silver and the fucking NBA head office fucks. I hope that they're fucking cussing them out today. Oh, yeah. They should be, because they have every right to cuss them out today. I'm not lying, man. Okay, let's see. Indonesia, only 150 new cases. Really low. What? I'm going to Indonesia, man. That's an equatorial state with warm weather all around. And Darren's there, my buddy. I already got an in. Fuck, man, you need a roommate? I'll fucking show up there. We can be Raptor freaks in Indonesia and watch everything 12 hours off. I'm all for that, baby. I'll still do the live stream at 9:30 at night. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Andrew? I don't know what to say today. I don't know if I want to say let's go. Part of me wants to say let's just go home. Let's not even play this game. So I'm going to say let's go home, because we shouldn't fucking be playing this game tonight. This is bullshit. Oh my gosh, this is bullshit. OG just came back from injury too. He's only had one game back. He's only had one fucking game back after being out for almost a month. And this bullshit now. I mean, it's insane. I don't what going full out and getting an injury. Yeah, you don't want him going full out and getting re-injured on his second game back. Yeah, I don't know how to handle this game tonight. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Like, let's just fucking play it. We look like early Raptors from like the 90s and we just get fucking beat by 30 points. Whatever. Fuck it. We know why we lost. They set us up to lose. The fucking head office set us up to lose by not giving us a postponement when they give every fucking other Eastern Conference team postponements left and right. You fucking motherfucker, Adam Silver. You fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. All right. See, I think honestly, I might go back in this and count how many times I say the F word today. I'm serious, because I want to put it in the comments. I'm going to say, I say fuck this many times on this live stream today, just so you know. Okay. MK. All right. Yeah, I just said that. Darren, NBA has to play. League could go tits up. I don't know. I mean, I think the NBA's got a good spot and it should be okay no matter what. A lot of people stopped watching it because it got political during the bubble, or say they stopped watching it or something like that. They say their ratings are down, all this stuff. Fuck all that bullshit. Who cares? It's an important league. It does well. It makes money. And it's just part of it is the media and people that hate the NBA, and are racist. A lot of them are fucking trying to destroy the NBA and say that kind of stuff. I think the NBA is fine. The NBA is fine. They got the TV contracts. They get so much fucking money. They're fine. They're not going to go. If anything's going to go up, it'll be a couple teams could run out of business. But overall, the league is totally healthy and fine. It's bullshit. I'm not worried about that league going tits up. No. It's too powerful and it's doing too well. And there's too many different things about it that keep it going. Even if they had to cut like 5 teams for economic reasons, they still would continue to have the NBA somehow, some way. I just don't see it. Tom Duke, good morning, man. That's all right. I saw that you were here early this morning. You were talking about DJ Wilson. You're very high on him. I like that, Tom. Yeah. Any good news for you? I don't know if the news, any of it is good today. I don't think it is. Andrew, yeah, the high cases is scary for the NBA and for us. Yeah, it's just, the NBA to me, and I keep telling my family this, is a canary in the coal mine, because the NBA is going to be super, super careful. So when I see the NBA start to make moves and do different things, they're kind of the leader in being safe during this pandemic. They were in the very beginning with the Rudy Gobert and all the bullshit from that. So it's like they're the canary in the coal mine. So I know that things are starting to get bad when the NBA starts doing bullshit like this, postponements and fucking, having to have people in COVID protocol and stuff like that. So click 2 a.m. The NBA Christmas game commercial is promoting KD, LeBron, and all the big names. But when we get to Christmas, we probably will be watching Patty Mills versus THT. Yeah. I mean, they have apparently a contingency plan if there's a problem with maybe a postponement for a Christmas game this year. That's fucked up. Their priorities are all fucked in this league. They really are. The NBA has totally fucked priorities right now, and they need to fucking figure out what's the most important thing, whether it's safety, money, or fucking helping teams win or helping teams lose. Because it seems like you have a couple of those on the list right now. I think the money is most important. then maybe safety, and then fucking, let's see if we can help the Raptors lose by fucking making them play a game that they should have fucking postponed. They postponed for every fucking other team in the fucking league except for fucking us. This is the same shit. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, Tom Duke. DJ Wilson looks pretty flipping good. I really hope he comes out and he gets like 30 points and 15 rebounds tonight. That'd be fucking amazing. And then we fucking sign him to a contract for a couple years and he just sticks around. That'd be awesome. These kids get an opportunity. That's the good news. The good news is for those kids, those 5 guys that are coming to play for us tonight because they get a shot. They get a crack at the big time. And not only that, they get a crack on a good franchise, on a good organization. And they want to make an opportunity, make it into something, then go ahead tonight. I want to see the gumption of y'all. I want to see if you want to earn a spot on this team. Let's see you overperform and overdo everything than what we expect from you. Because I'd love to see some superstar, all-star level kind of shit tonight from one of these guys. It'd be amazing. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Tom Duke. Birch must be close to returning. I agree about OG and Yuta taking over. Yeah, I really hope that Birch can play tonight. It'd be great for him to match up against Vucevic. It definitely, if he's kind of been 50-50 about whether he could play or not. Tonight, we need you to fucking play, Cam. Just take that ice off your fucking knee for tonight and play tonight. Just at least we need you bad out there. Oh my gosh, we need him so bad. Starscream, OG can lock up DeMar, so it's going to be up to the rest of the new guys to contain Ball and Caruso. Caruso's out. Caruso got hurt in the last game, so he's already ruled out for tonight. Ball, we got to look out for sure. Like, I'm looking at their team, and their regulars are Ball, Javonte Green, DeMar, Nikola Vucevic, Kobe White, Tony Bradley. They're still pretty hurt too. Alfonso McKinney from Mexico City he's one of their main contributors now too. So they're missing key guys still. Levine's still gone, and there's other guys. Caruso's out. Derek Jones is out. Troy Brown's out. Alze Johnson's out. They've still got a lot of guys. Matt Thomas is still on protocols too, but still, it's going to be a tough matchup because they're going to have at least 3 of their main guys, Vucevic, Ball, and DeMar. So it's going to be tough. We'll see. Anything can happen. This is the NBA. Anything can happen. And, crazy shit happens. OG could be just the man tonight. We could see OG do some shit on another level that we've been hoping he would do for a while. We could see it. I love this. G's like saying I'm all of us. I know. We're all fucking pissed. These fucks. I start cussing like, Robert De Niro says you don't need to cuss. You can be a badass. Like, I should just be out here like, you motherfucking fuck, Adam Silver, motherfucker. Anyway, let's go. All right. Preach the frustration, brother. Let's go. All right. Click 2 a.m. The NBA is the leader of the pandemic. Literally. It really is. In some ways, it worries me that is part of what is like, there's some nefarious, like, New World Order kind of like puppeteering, and the NBA is kind of like their tool to instill it overall and make it mainstream and acceptable. I don't know. That's when I get into the paranoid, like, conspiracy theory stuff about the pandemic and stuff like that. And it was like, well, the NBA, that whole thing that happened with us. And it's so weird that it happened around our team too. Like, the Raptors were at the epicenter of this pandemic starting with Rudy Gobert playing us the night before this all fucking started. It was like, we're watching a press conference for an opposing player in a game that we played. And then all of a sudden it's just the seed of the whole pandemic is from that. It's very weird, very strange. And like, in some ways, but in some ways also, I'm glad the NBA is ahead and kind of being a leader on this just to save lives in some ways, because, I don't see other leagues being like this, the way the NBA had been. And they kind of followed suit after the NBA. They were not going to do it. And then the NBA did it, and they kind of made them like, well, the NBA shutting down, we probably should too. So let's see. Darren, we believe in the replacements. We cheer hard no matter what. That's right. You wear that fucking Raptor red. You put on that jersey that says Toronto on it. You are down with us, baby. I don't give a shit. I could meet you on the corner 20 minutes ago and say, you're playing for the Raptors? Here's a jersey. You are my friend. And I love you. And I want to see you succeed and kick so much fucking ass. Nick Stauskas, Brandon Goodwin, Tremont Waters, DJ Wilson, I know y'all's names already because this is important. Jawan Morgan. So I want to see these guys play at a good high level and just overachieve because they've been doing really well in the G League. That's the thing. We're picking the cream of the crop from the G League. These are the guys who have been playing really well so far in the G League. That's why they're getting bumped up. None of our guys on our 905 are getting bumped up internally. So these guys must be good because they're better than our guys that we already have. So let's see. Darren, big money for Christmas games. Big money. The Christmas games in some ways are kind of like Super Bowl kind of fucking money for them and stuff like that with the ad revenue. And it's such a big deal, the all day thing. And that's part of the reason why they never put us on there. And actually, it's been really good that they didn't put us on a Christmas Day game. Like I said earlier, that we get our Boxing Day game on Sunday, but hopefully by then we have guys cleared of the protocols. At some point, I want to hear some of these names come off this list, and maybe we'll be hearing Delano and Pascal first, since they were the first ones to go on there. But who knows? It could be no rhyme or reason. And hopefully we get treatment like the Lakers, where they only fucking miss like a couple of days and they get back. That's not fair. This is what we need to be looking at. Why are some guys on things longer than others and different things like that? I know that there's different factors, but what the fuck? Nothing seems fair right now in the NBA. This is God. All right, let's see. NHL has real problems. Yeah. The NHL needs revenue. The NHL has different issues than the NBA. Like in some ways, the NHL can't afford different things to happen, like the NBA could possibly allow to happen and stuff like that. I believe that's true. And there is a lot of big money for the Christmas games for sure. Get used to the frustrations of this world. It's not even the frustrations of the pandemic to me. I don't understand. The pandemic is what it is. It's the frustrations of the inconsistency of how the NBA is treating the different teams in the league. That it's not fair. It's not fair what they're doing. They needed to have a certain protocol for how they treat the postponements and certain things so that we can understand exactly how it is, so that it's fair for everyone. And we know it's on the level, and it's on the right now. The league does not look fair by making us play this game tonight when they're postponing games for the Nets tomorrow. They're postponing games for Orlando on Monday. They're postponing games for Chicago last week. So now they're not fucking going to postpone a game for us when we need it postponed. That doesn't look fair. And that's fucked up. That's the problem here. It's like I can live with the pandemic and living with all the new world and all this kind of shit. It's just the image of fairness in the league right now is really fucking shoddy. It's a very shoddy look right now by the NBA. Let's keep going. Let's see. They need the revenue in the NHL. We need to scrap hard tonight. I know. I'd love to see this team scrap and just overachieve and just if the Raptors, all right, the fucking Raptors in their first season can beat that Bulls team with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the Sky Dome with Damon Stoudemire in our first year. We were nowhere supposed to be able to beat that Bulls team, and we won that game. The Raptors have overachieved and won games we have no business winning in the history of our franchise. We can do that again tonight. This will be a historic game. If the Raptors can somehow, some way win this game with this ragtag crew that's just been thrown together tonight, this will be a special historic game in the history of the Raptors. And I'd love to see that happen tonight. That's kind of what Kevin did last week with Brooklyn against us. I'd love to see us get that tonight. Let's go for it. Let's fucking do it. Why not? Fuck around and see if we can still win, even though the NBA is fucking not letting us have a game off because of this shit. I mean, this is crazy. All right, let's see. Starscream, I'm not a Raps fan, and I'm pissed for you guys. Yeah, see, the Nets fans feeling it for us. He's getting his games postponed, but we can't. It's all fucked up. It's the Canadian discount, I tell you. Screwed. Raps, lot, and life. Not necessarily. This is a thing. They screw us, but we still overcome it. We overachieve, and we get championship. In the 2019, we're going to get another one. We're going to overcome all this hardship, and it's going to make all this shit awesome. It's weird because our hardship leading up to the 2019 championship was a different kind of hardship. It was LeBron. It was trying to get through the Eastern Conference with LeBron there. And well, when he left, that made it easier for sure. But that was the hardship, the learning of how to win and how to win in close games and tough, high-pressure games by Kyle and DeMar. Well, our hardship this time is learning how to win in a fucking pandemic with bullshit rules. And this is going to harden us and make us tougher too in some ways. Like maybe the guys get more like they really appreciate things more, like being able to be like, I'm sure Fred appreciates not being in COVID protocols more when he's not going to be in it. Like, because I'm sure this week has been totally fucked up for him. He was supposed to go to Chicago tonight and play in front of his hometown crowd and then go to Christmas with his family. And now that fucking shit's ruined. I don't even know if these guys are allowed to go around their families for Christmas now. This is the most fucked up week for them to have this happen. It's like all these other teams get their COVID protocols the week before Christmas, and now during Christmas, we have to deal with it. It's fucking sucks. It sucks. I know it's timing, and it may not have anything to do with anything other than bad luck, but it still sucks. It's bad for our team. It's bad for their families. It's just horrible. It's a horrible fucking thing. You know, I have a friend on Facebook. She's a teacher. And right before Christmas, one of her students got tested positive, and now she has to be quarantined away from her family and not be able to do Christmas with her family either. Because that's why when people are unsafe around you and doing things that are unsafe around you, they do affect everyone. They do affect everyone. Just like my little niece in Atlanta at the bowling party last weekend, just like this teacher at Central Tech here in Toronto. She can't go see her family now. So it's all fucked up. It's really tough times. And Tom Duke, you're right. We got to adjust and get used to it and deal with it and make the best of it. It's just the reality of how it is right now. It sucks. All right, let's keep going. Tom's saying, wow, guess we won't fight tanking if we can't scrape out some wins. Listen, I don't even call it tanking. I just call it adversity. This is a team that goes through adversity. Last year was adversity. It wasn't tanking. It was getting COVID all together and being our fucking season just wrecked in the middle of the season when we're just about to make a playoff run. And this year it may be a similar kind of fucked up bullshit thing where we're trying to get traction. We finally start to get traction, and then bullshit like this yesterday happens. And, you know, hopefully this is our one bout the whole fucking season with this bullshit and COVID protocols and guys being out. And that for the second half of the season in 2022, we get a nice clear path to get some good momentum, health, and go into the playoffs that way. But right now, you know, we're right below 500. We may get pushed back down below 500 a little bit now because of this bullshit and having to play with a team that's not really our team. It's not our team. It's Darren, it makes the championship all the better. It really does, man. You're exactly right. This hardship and going through all this shit, when we finally get that sweet taste of victory of getting that cup again, because we're going to get it. There's no if. There's just a when. When are we going to get it again? That's what's going to happen. And it's going to happen in the next decade. I think it's going to happen in the next 5 years. So it's just, and like Masai said, Tampa in the COVID year, it set us back a year on what we're trying to do. And this year is continuing to do that. It seems like this year is setting us back a little bit just because of bullshit like yesterday and today. So, oh my gosh, click 2 a.m. I can get a haircut and put my Van Vliet jersey and run point guard. Dude, listen, if anybody's a baller on here and they're living near Chicago, get to the arena and see if you can help them out. Or maybe don't, because like maybe we won't have enough players and they will postpone the game. I don't know. Let's see what happens till game 41. 500 ball by All-Star break, we're good. Yeah, I think so. You know what? 500 is good enough in the Eastern Conference to be in the playoffs. So we just linger around here, and even if we're better than what our record looks like, you know, we could surprise some people with the lower seeding and stuff like that. I'd love for us to be in that top 6 and not fuck around with the play-in at all. But if we have to, and we're kind of like one of these like teams that are in the bottom of the playoffs, but we're actually way better than we are because of bullshit like now and different things with injuries throughout the year, that could be really good in some ways because we could surprise some people, get like a tough, you know, an easier matchup earlier in this and get through there. Oh yeah, I'd love to see that. Andrew, I wonder who gave everyone COVID. It was probably the Warriors. Yeah, I wonder who it was. It was like, let's just pinpoint patient zero and kick them out of the league.
Click 2 a.m. LeBron was gone for like 24 hours. I know he whined. He complained. He was, why am I here? It's so stupid. And then he even did an interview afterwards talking about how stupid COVID protocol is and stuff like that. It's crazy. Yeah, Tom, I'm glad you like my passion. I do have a passion today. I have a passion because I feel like we've been maligned. I feel like we're not getting the proper treatment as other teams are getting with the Nets, the Magic. Even the scrub team like the Magic gets a game postponed for them over us. What the fuck is that? Like they're postponing games for the Magic. The fucking Magic. What the fuck? You know? It's so fucking crazy. Starscream, the NBA is trying to do its best to make sure the Nets versus Lakers Xmas game happens with no hiccups. It's bullshit. Yeah, they care. They have priority. They have teams that are priorities for sure. Omicron, bitch kissed all the Raptors. I hope not. I hope this is really just a proximity contact tracing, because that means it'll be shorter if it's just a proximity contact tracing and not actually contacting COVID or having fucking positive tests multiple in a row. That kind of shit is bad. Andrew, maybe the Bulls will rest DeRozan tonight. That would be interesting, and they could probably get away with that with the game tonight. That's an interesting idea. It could happen, honestly, Andrew. That's a very interesting point to bring up. I do believe LeBron infected the league. Didn't want to say it, but how does he get a positive test and play 24 hours later? Honestly, this is a thing. These guys are around so many different people in their lives, other than just support staff and team officials and teammates and stuff like that. Family members, friends, girlfriends, wives, children, they're all out living their lives too. And they do things, and that's how quickly and easily it could come back and be around you and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't think it comes from anybody in the league, honestly. I think it comes from people in the periphery of the players in their lives, and that's where the issues come from. Darren, boxing one whole game, Nick Nurse. Fuck yeah, just do some fucking rebellious shit, Nick Nurse. Do some fucking crazy-ass shit. Like fucking try and play with 4 players tonight just to fucking keep them guessing. Put 4 players on the court, and the NBA will be like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, this is what you did to us, bitch. You put us at a disadvantage. You put us out there with 4 players, motherfucker. So now we're letting you see what it's like. I'd love to see this shit. I would love to see this shit. Fucking Nick Nurse put 4 players on the court tonight at some point just as a fucking protest to this bullshit. That would be the perfect protest right there. Oh, yeah. Cuss them all out. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Full court press the whole game. Yeah, our guys are going to be so fucking tired. We full court press the whole game. We don't have Scotty, our best full court presser. So what the fuck? We can't do that, Tom. You're crazy. You're trying to get our guys tired. I think that they should just have fun. I think Nick should just tell them, you know what? Have fun. Play as well as you can. Some of you guys are playing to get in the NBA. Fucking play to get in the NBA. And the rest of you guys just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt. Just play solid and don't get hurt. That's what I want him to tell the team tonight. Andrew, Bonga playing point guard. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bonga can play point guard. Honestly, OG's probably going to carry the ball a lot tonight. I could see that too, like him bringing the ball up the court a lot. And Svi also can do some of that too also for us tonight. Nick Stauskas, and then the 2 little point guards. So we do kind of have some guards here. It's such a fucked up. Oh my gosh. I got to look at the roster again. Like every fucking hour I'm checking to see if somebody got on protocols. Seriously, that was my day yesterday. Was checking every hour to see if somebody else had gone on protocol, and fucking god damn it, there was another name on there almost every single time I checked. It's fucking bullshit. Okay, let's see. Andrew, at least we'll get to see Nick Stauskas play. Yeah, I'd like to see him get an opportunity to shine, do a really good job, Nick, and make them have to make a tough decision. Because, this is the other thing we should be celebrating. There's 4 Canadians on the Raptors for once. All of a sudden, we have the record number of Raptors that are Canadian. We've got 4 guys that are on the team that are actually fucking Canadian right now. And that's amazing. That's so fucking cool in some ways. There's a bright side. I don't know. Let's see. Chris Gum, good morning, man. People talk down about last year, but just a reminder, without last year, there's no Scotty. Sure. And maybe this year there's no something without us being shitty this year that is coming up in the draft this year too. But I don't like having it that way. I mean, I understand you get rewarded and things happen. Good things happen when you've been kind of shitty in the NBA because of the way the lottery and the draft set up. But you don't want to do it that way. You want to win consistently. But yeah, I'm really glad we got Scotty, and he does make up a bit for the shitty Tampa COVID season. But what the fuck's going to make up for this bullshit now? Oh my gosh. Click 2 a.m. History repeats itself in different ways. While things look exactly like last season, maybe the cards will be turned into our favor by the end of the season. Well, that's the one thing. This is happening earlier in the season than last year. And last year it happened at a really bad time because there really wasn't any period of time to recover and try and get any steam to go into the playoffs. So that's a factor in itself, is the timing of this. This is happening earlier in the season, and God forbid anything like this happens again later on in the season. We just want, if this is our period of time with protocols and bullshit like this, let's get it done and get it out of the way and get healthy and then get some steam in the last half of the season. Oh my gosh. Okay. Click 2 a.m. saying, bold prediction, the Raptors are closer to the next championship than the Lakers. I totally believe that. I totally believe that, man. Because honestly, the Lakers are not going to win another championship with LeBron on the team. They're going to have to wait till LeBron retires, and then they're going to have to fucking rebuild something totally new after he leaves, because they're not going to win with him here. No. Any Laker fan that's delusional and think that the Lakers are going to win another one with LeBron on their team, you're not. Because he's singularly the best thing you've got and the worst thing you've got on the same person. He is the best player on your team and the best player you got, but he's also the worst in a way because he takes so much away from the team concept of your game and he makes your team lazy. Anthony Davis is a lazy player because he's been playing with LeBron. In the last couple of years, he's made him lazier and lazier, and that's why Anthony is not anywhere near who he should be. If he had been in New Orleans still, he'd be a better player right now. But he went to LA, he got the cushy life, he started playing like a veteran with a veteran body, even though he was still a young guy, taking too much time off and being lazy like LeBron. So as long as LeBron's there, they're not going to win, and then they're going to have to go through a rebuild period. So you're definitely right. We're ahead of the Lakers because we're already on our way up with what we've got. And they're not. They're just plugging in old players here and there and seeing what'll work, and it's not working for them. They're a bad team. They're not a good team. MK, proximity contact tracing should be 24 hours for everyone. I think that they should let them test, and if they get 2 negatives, get the fuck out of there. It's bullshit. I'm sick of this. Like, I don't know how long it takes for the virus to show up positive in a test, but it shouldn't take that long. These guys should not be out in contact tracing longer than 3 or 4 days, in my opinion, especially if it's just possible that they may have been around somebody, because it's bullshit. It is bullshit. Click 2 a.m. Holy fuck. 4 players on the court. Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Nick Nurse just puts 4 players on the court and says, yeah, this is what you did to us, you motherfuckers. Adam Silver, you fucking piece of shit. And whoever, Becky in the head office, when Sue wrote a letter and said, the league is fair. No, you're not, Becky, you fucking bitch. Your league is not fair. God damn it. Click 2 a.m. The marquee matchup, the elementary basketball team down my street versus the new and improved Chicago Bulls. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, we're not that bad. I hope we're better than an elementary school team. Oh my gosh. Giovanni, what the fuck? They just postponed Nets and Blazers. Yeah, but we have to play the Bulls tonight. I know, it's so fucked up. Staskis is going to go off for 30 tonight. I love this prediction, Andrew. That sounds fucking amazing. Yeah, I'll be there for it. Tom Duke, click 2 a.m. I hope you're right and Raptors come out of this smelling good after all this nonsense. Yeah. You know, if there's any kind of karma in this world or any kind of evening out of things, then maybe this is how we get good things happening. It's like we get bad things happening to us and then it evens out. The yin and the yang of life, the light and the dark. And that this is just a nasty, ugly, stupid ass fucking thing that's happened in the last couple of days. And, you know, hopefully this will all even out and there'll be really good things that happen to us because of it. And that's partly the lottery luck of getting Scotty. That's part of the evening out, the positive that happens to balance it. So I really hope that happens for us. Chris Scum, yeah, I still got us at the 5th seed minimum. Let's go. This is a kind of devotion and belief that I love in the Raptor Freak cult, is that we fucking can see through this malarkey. There may be doomsday Chicken Little Raptors fans in other places on social media and Facebook and different places, YouTube, that may be calling, oh, the sky is falling, this is the worst. But we see this as an opportunity, as maybe a possibility for us to come through it and be stronger and have positive things happen out of this anyway. See, because fuck, you gotta stay positive when it's like this. This is so fucked up. And tonight's gonna be fun. Like honestly, it's gonna be fun even if we're shorthanded. Because honestly, we have nothing to lose at this point. Chicago's got more pressure to have to win this game. Because look, what they're going to have to play against. And if we fucking get any kind of good positive, like anything out of this game, that's good. That's good. Even if we lose close game, but our guys play well and we see some real shining moments from some of these new guys, or maybe some of our regular guys actually step up and do some badass shit for us tonight. This is the thing. We got to allow for success and the possibility of positive things to happen, even though it looks really dark. It looks really, really dark. And honestly, if I was doing my prediction show that I used to do last year, I would probably say we're going to lose by 30 tonight. Oh, yeah, because I used to guess the scores before the games. I would do like Kreskin shit. And I'd literally say the score tonight is going to be 124 to 94 or something like that. I would say shit like that. And I got one of the games exactly right last year by 1 point off. It was the Utah game where we beat Utah. I actually got that score right. But this is the thing. I don't know how to handicap this game tonight. I'd like to see us put in a good effort and hang with them somewhat. You know, that'd be enough for me. Big win tonight. That's right. Tom Duke sees it. Big W tonight. I love it. Let's go for it for sure. Click 2 a.m. just took a big, huge shit. Going to send it in Canada Post and deliver it to the front of Adam Silver's doorstep with a message to postpone games tonight. I love your mythology. I think that you're exactly right. I think that if you actually did that, it'd be fucking amazing. And I would be like, you know what? Click 2M's a real one. I knew he was already, but there's no denying it now. This motherfucker, I was like, you know, that's who you want on your zombie apocalypse team. It's somebody who will shit in an envelope and send it in the mail to someone. Oh yeah, somebody crazy like that. All right, we're getting nuts today. All right, let's go. All right, yeah, we're gonna talk about hoodies. I'm gonna get some hoodies together for Raptor Freak Nation, and we're gonna get these going sometime in the new year. I promise you, Darren. All right, guys, it's a tough test tonight. They're fucking with us. That motherfuckers fucking with us. But we're gonna come there. We're gonna come there with who we've got, and we're gonna do the best we fucking can. We're gonna go out there. I want to see OG just smooth as silk. Just out there, just like, oh, his move's so badass. Fucking flirting with a fucking 50-point game. Wouldn't that be fucking beautiful? OG fucking getting up there in the 40s tonight. Fucking Yuta bombing for 30 points tonight. Oh, let's just pre-visualize. Let's just do some recce and just visualize. Visualize the goodness. Chris Boucher, 10 blocks. Yeah, 10 blocks. Let's do it. Isaac Bonga, triple-double. Yeah, but not even in assists. Triple-double in blocks and rebounds. Yeah. These are the predictions I want. Anyway, all right, I'm being silly. All right, guys, thanks for being here with me on this weird fucking day. I'm, previewing. This is weird because I didn't want these games to be postponed last week, and now I want our game to be postponed tonight, but it ain't fucking happening so far. And it is what it is. Oh, well, we'll just see how they do. I'm really curious about these new guys. I think that, Tom's talking about DJ Wilson. It's very intriguing. I think that the Morgan kid from Indiana that's friends with OG could be very interesting. And the two little short guys, we'll see. They may be ballers. They may be these guys that can bomb and they can get the basket. And then Stauskas is a lot of NBA experience. And to a degree, he does kind of know our system because he's been in our system before with the 905. So who knows? I'd really love Kem to play tonight because honestly, we need him. We need him bad tonight. All right, guys. Let's go Raptors. And fuck Adam Silver and the NBA head office for fucking making us play this fucking game tonight. You motherfucking pieces of shit. We're fucking sending you shit in the mail. That's right, Click. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to go get a fucking envelope and take a big crap and send it to him too. Oh, yeah.